Hi everyone, hope you're all okay. If you haven't seen one of my videos before, hello, thanks for popping by. My name's Jean and it is mostly unboxing videos that I do on this channel. And that's what I've got for you today. So, might as well get on with it, haven't we? Here we go. It's the September ScrawlrBox. So ScrawlrBox is a monthly subscription box of curated art supplies that you don't know what they're going to be until your box arrives. It changes from month to month. They've got a really good online presence. There's a good Facebook group. People show off what they've done with the art supplies for that particular month, and they have a monthly video for members as well, which is pretty decent. And you can decide how you want to buy these boxes. You can get them on a rolling monthly one if that's what you prefer, which is the one that I do. And you just pay for them on a month by month basis, or you can get them in 3, 6 or 12-month bundles. With the bundles you save a little bit of money. Obviously the higher time-wise ones, like the 12-month one, you save a little bit more than you would on, say, the 3-month one, and obviously the rolling monthly one. But they're all worth it, to be honest. They're decent art supplies, and they've got a really good online presence. There's various social media groups. There's a Facebook group made up of people that subscribe to ScrawlrBox, and they're always usually really good, and there's some pretty decent artwork that goes on there, what people put on from what they've made from that month's supplies, so it's always worth it. And another bonus of having a subscription with them is that you can buy things like past boxes on their shop page, and when they have sales on, you get to know about them as well, which people that don't have subscriptions, or you know that don't buy them, they're not privy to. So you know it's pretty good. The supplies that come with boxes are always really good quality, and you end up building up a really decent bundle of art supplies for yourself from quite a few different medias. I've got watercolours, various pencils, various pens. I've got acrylics, lots of different pads, because a different pad of paper comes with each box. They have a different featured ScrawlrBox artist each month. So there's quite a bit of stuff going on if it's not something that you've looked at before. Although the boxes that I get are not sponsored, they're not from any sort of gift deal or PR exercise, I do buy them all myself. I do have a friend's code that will get people a little bit of money off. I think you get the equivalent of 300, is it 300 points? It's either 300 or 600 points. It comes to a value of £3, and I get the same as well for acting as an introducer to people that decide to go for the offer. So let's get on with it, shall we? Let's find out what's in this September ScrawlrBox. At the end as well, I'll show you what I did with last month's prompt, because you get a prompt for each month, and you basically interpret it as you will and make up your own piece of artwork for that. And with that, you you try to do it with just the supplies that come in the box, and I managed to do it. So opening the box, that's the first thing that you see. So you've got this tissue paper over it, kind of nicely covers it all up. And here's what we get. Right. Each month there is a sticker that has the artwork from that month's featured artist in a little scrawly fashion on it. So that changes each month. You get, oh, I say, I wasn't expecting this. Okay, it's more than I thought would be in here. You get ScrawlrZine, which changes from month to month. This one is number 97. And inside, I'll run through this before I run through the rest of the stuff in the box. You get a little bit of a lowdown of what's in your box. There is a sit down with each month's ScrawlrBox artist in that magazine. So this is what we have here. This month's featured artist is Brianna Smith. There's scrawler tips and things to try, which I'll come up like that. And we've got scrawler tips behind the artwork, some artist advice. Oops, as I drop it. And that's that page. There's ScrawlrBox Gallery, which features work from one of the past prompts. So the one that's featured in this month's Scroll Gallery is from, it's either 2 or 3 months ago, and the prompt was Quest. So that's that, different people's artwork. And then you get the Scrawler Top 3. So here we've got Firagila, sorry if I've butchered your name there, James Burns and Sarah Reid. And they are there. Oops, as I throw it on the floor again. And then we've got Join Our Scrawler Community Facebook, a little ad there. Scrawler Extra, we've got Animal Kingdom. And a little bit of an advert for Join Us for the Facebook Live feature, program, video. The next one is on the 26th of October, so I'm going to see if I can have a look at that if I'm not working, which doesn't look as though I am. And then we've got the prompt for ScrawlrBox 97. That's Claws and Paws. So that's the picture for the Animal Kingdom one. Now Claws and Paws, that's going to be interesting. See what I can do with Louis' feet on that one. So yeah, that's that. Now the only thing that I found is a few months ago they changed slightly the amount of paper that you get in a box. Now that doesn't impact on the pads of paper that you get. What it does is they used to have a separate card with the monetary value of each of the things that you get in the box printed on it and a little bit of information about each of them, and it always had the scroll prompt on the other side. But they've started printing what would have been that card in the magazine now, so you don't actually get to see in the magazine how much the supplies would have cost. So I mean, I suppose if I wanted to look it up I could do. Okay, so very quickly, and we've got a bit more stuff underneath this here. So we have the art card from this month's artist. As I say, she's called Brianna Smith. Chromatic Space Junk. I'm guessing that is. It's her website. So on here, we've got her website address and her Instagram as well. So I'm going to put both of those in the information down below for anybody that wants to have a look at a bit more of their stuff. So that's that. I'll try not to knock everything off. And we have a pad, an A5 Bristol board pad, and there's 10 sheets in it. ScrawlrBox exclusive, quite thick paper, and the reason for thickness will become more obvious when I show you the rest of the supplies after the bit that I'm going to show you now. So there is a sweet treat in each box that changes on a month by month basis. This month it's a fruit salad. I used to eat these when I was a kid, so quite a long history, fruit salads. Okay, there's a fine line of pen. It's a UniPin fine line. I'm not sure if that's a... I think it's a 0.9. So that's the pen itself. That's... See how fine it is there. See if I can find a bit of paper. Oh, we got here. Okay. So I've got an envelope here, and you can see they're actually quite broad lines, so that's not too bad. They're not lines that are just going to disappear in the makeup of your picture. Then we have a pencil, and I'm trying to find it on here. For some reason I can't see it. That's a bit odd that they've not shown one of the supplies. Okay, so it's a Derwent Sketching pencil in 2B, and that's that fella. And then last up we've got, this is what made me go, oh, there's a bit more than I expected in this box. A box of acrylic markers, and that's the reason that that paper's so thick, so that the ink from the acrylic markers doesn't bleed through. Now, I don't think that acrylic markers are something that I've used before. We've got a new product alert in here. These markers are new from Frisk, packed full of juicy acrylic paint. Now there is a QR code in the brochure that for some reason I didn't notice, and you can scan it for supply information and prices, so it is still possible to see what those prices are if you want to. Right, let's have a look in here. What got 3, 6, 8, 10, 12 markers altogether. And let's say water-based, highly pigmented, vibrant, idea for many surfaces including paper, canvas, fabric and much more. What does it say? Shake your marker with the cap on to mix the paint. Prime your nib by depressing it several times onto a test surface until the paint fills and is absorbed into your nib. Once your nib is ready, be creative and enjoy. Follow steps 1 and 2 above. If your marker becomes less free-flowing, repeat at any time to reprime your nib. Store your marker horizontally after use and ensure your cap is on tight. I'm going to have to find somewhere that for things like these I can keep them in the boxes, so that if they've got ink in them or whatever and they need to be kept horizontal, I can store them like that, because usually I store them in jars, so they get kept end up like that, which is fine for pencils, because you know there's no ink in pencils for it to run down. Let's have a look at these. I mean, I reckon, just as an estimate, the going rate for these is probably going to be about 20 quid a box. What I'll do when I post this video up, before I do it, I'll very quickly have a look at the QR code and just jot down the prices of the supplies so you can see how much they would have cost buying them individually in shops. Okay, so that's the markers. I like that there's a silver, a gold and a white one as well. So let's have a look. If I take this, whoops, red one, let's see, maybe put that envelope. There it is, look. Giving it a shape with the cap on. Pop that lid off. And if you've not primed pens and things before, all you need to do is you've got your piece of paper and you just do that with it. Just keep pressing it down on your paper, or whatever it is that you're drawing on, in fact. But you do need to do it like this way up, until the nib floods with colour and it appears on your paper, and then you can use it in whatever fashion you find you want to do. So, and you do that with all the pens. So yeah, easy to do, easy to use, and seeing as it's water-based pigment as well, easy to wash off. So if you get it on your clothes, added bonus, it's easy to wash off. So let me pop that one back in there. So yes, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and the things that I've got in my ScrawlrBox kind of, I don't know, make you decide whether or not you want to get yourself a Scrawler subscription. One other thing that I've got to show you, I forgot about that, what I did with last month's prompt. Last month's prompt was point of view, and for ages I sat there thinking, you know, what can I do for this prompt? How am I going to put it onto paper? Is it going to be like a picture of two people having a discussion and pointing at each other? Is it going to be something comical? And in the end, I was sat watching a video on YouTube, and I thought, this is my point of view right at this moment. This is what I'm going to do for my prompt picture. There's a little bit of artistic license on the colours, because the colour palette in the box of pens with last month's box wasn't widely varied away from, well, it wasn't varied away from the colours that I've got on the paper here. So things like reds and pinks and purples and what have you, couldn't put them in unless I used things that weren't in last month's box, and I didn't want to do that, because to me that kind of negates the prompt and the suggestion that you try and use just things that you get in that month's box. So anyway, here we go. I do actually quite like it as well, which if you've watched a few of my videos, you'll know that I don't really like my work very much. So yeah, it's basically my view, sitting in this very chair here, with me watching a video on YouTube and what I can see on the wall behind the computer. It's really quite rough and ready, but you can tell what it is. How about if I... so yeah, and it wasn't actually last month that I did it, because I was going to be taking it away with me and trying to do it while I was working away, wasn't I? I ended up taking it, but I didn't even take it out of my bag because I was too busy with work. So this was actually something that I'd done a few days ago. What I'll do as well, if you're interested in seeing what the video is that's on that picture, I'll put a link to it in the info blog, and then if you want to have a look at it yourself, you can do. It's a voice coach called Beth Rose is her channel, so I'll drop that below, and then if you want to have a look, because the video that I've done this little picture of, the guy singing is absolutely amazing. You might find something new musically that you like to listen to through this YouTube channel. Anyway, that's me done for this particular video. Thank you for watching, folks. If it turned up randomly in your feed, you've never seen one of my videos before and you decided to watch it, thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, please do give me a like, give me that thumbs up. If you want to see more of my stuff, just click on the subscribe button, and on the little drop down, click on the top one to get all my videos as well as notifications for when new ones come out. And if you want to, drop me a comment and I'll do my best to reply in a reasonable time frame. I know sometimes I don't always do that, and I'm sorry about that, but I'll do the best that I can and reply as quickly as I can as well. So thank you so much for watching. Weather-wise, it's not too bad here at the moment. We'd had a bit of grotty weather, but it's nice autumnal sunshine at the moment and it's not cold outside. So that's not a bad thing. So yes, just to be on the safe side, I would still carry a brolly and probably still take a scarf and a pair of gloves in your bag if you're carrying a bag. You probably won't need sun cream, but you might need sunglasses. The weather's a little bit temperamental. So that's it for me for this video. Thanks again everybody for watching. Look after yourselves and take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.